Hello everyone, Chris here from Christendo, and welcome to the first ever episode of ChrisCast. I have been meaning to start a podcast for the longest time now. I've kind of mentioned it every once in a while, not in videos, maybe on streams, and here we are now, first episode ever of ChrisCast. So what I plan to do with this podcast is have a little bit of it's going to be kind of like a chill kind of thing. So we're gonna talk today about the Mario movie. We'll be mentioning that because that trailer just dropped a few days ago as of me recording this. And we're also gonna be talking about my story of being here on YouTube. Because I've been on this platform for about 6 years now. So I just wanted to tell you guys kind of just how I've kind of grown to be where I am today. I'm also gonna be doing a Q&A section of the podcast near the end. I asked you guys in the community post once we hit 500 subs to ask me some questions for me to answer in the first episode. So we're going to be doing that today as well. So we got a pre-patched episode of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoy this. I don't know how often and how often we're going to be making these episodes of the podcast, but whenever something interesting happens, you can maybe count on me covering it here on the podcast. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into our first section. What is my experience being here on YouTube? So, I've started YouTube back in like 2015. I think it was like December 2015. I don't think it really started till like 2016, however. And I started on a channel called XXMFD Gamer. That was my first ever YouTube channel. Profile picture, I remember it was a Minecraft diamond sword with the name Minecraft on there. And that channel was just absolutely cringy. So at the time, I think I was like 10 or 11 when I started that channel. I think it was like 10. And the content I would make are like Minecraft type videos, but like they were just not good. I would use my iPod because at the time I had an iPod Touch. I think it was like an iPod Touch 6 or something that I used to record my videos, and I didn't know how to screen record at the time. I don't even think back then there was screen recording on iOS anyways, and I didn't have like a capture card or a PC to record Xbox gameplay, so I would use my iPod facing my TV, and I would just record gameplay that way. Those videos never did that well. I think on average I'd get like 3 to 5 views per video. I think the most I ever got was like 20 because I also like promoted it to my like 5th grade, 4th grade. I think it was 5th grade class at the time. And some of them checked it out. But some of the moments I do remember because at the time of it, I think the bottle flipping like trend was a big thing. So I had a few bottle flipping compilations I did with a few of my old friends back in the day. And those ones were probably my most popular, and heck, I didn't even edit those. One of my friends, they edited those videos using some video editor on their phone, and those videos, unfortunately, I don't have any access to any of them. I tried contacting YouTube like a few years ago about trying to recover this channel, because we'll get into that later, but there was no way I was able to get it back. So that channel's just non-existent anymore, which is unfortunate because that's some memories, but also quite great because you guys can't find those old videos and make fun of me for it. Yeah, so back to that channel, however, though, I think about like 3 months into it, I finally hit 10 subs because at the time, growing on YouTube, that was like the peak of YouTube. I think it was a lot easier to grow, but it was also like if you're a kid, you're gonna be looked at as being cringe, and being cringe and stuff was like the big thing back in the day. And yeah, about 3 months in though, I finally hit 10 subs, and I was like, yo, I'm getting big. I am becoming a huge YouTuber. I am gonna be famous one day. Obviously now, looking back at that, you can tell that I have improved drastically in my sub count since then. Thank you guys so much, by the way. But yeah, so we hit 10 subs, and I don't remember exactly what the special was. I think I did a special. I think it was like a I think it was like a Lego, like my Lego reveal or something. It was something stupid like that, probably. And yeah, that channel somehow, I don't know how, hit 50 subscribers one day. It was about like 2 years, maybe a year into its life. I think it was like a year and a half into its life. That channel somehow hit 50 subscribers. No idea how, but I did a stream or something and I hit 50 subs on there. I was playing Minecraft Xbox 360. I think it was like with my younger brother or something in that video or stream, and it wasn't good at all. So glad that it doesn't exist on the platform today. But then about like a month after I hit 50 subs on the channel, I think, my parents were like, "You are 12 or 11. I don't remember what it was at the time. Your face should not be here on YouTube. You are a child. It's not even technically legal for you to be on YouTube. So you need to get rid of your channel." So I did that. The first XX MFD Gamer channel then died, never to be seen again. No videos, no nothing about the deletion of the channel. It just disappeared. And then about a month later, I talked to my parents and we came up with like a thing that I can make videos just without my face in it. Because at the time, I think it was like close to my like 13th birthday or something. I'm not. They just wanted to make sure that nothing like weird people didn't see my videos or whatever. So, and that's fair. I was young at the time, but yeah. So I created a new channel, same name, XXMFT Gamer, and the first video on that, I remember that specifically, was called "Welcome Back to the Channel" with 2 exclamation points. Basically, in that video, I talked about how I had to delete the channel for reasons, and that I'm back. And if you are wondering what happened to the old channel, this is the new channel, so subscribe to that. I don't think anyone even remembered me after that first channel died. And so yeah, that was the first video on there. Wasn't really a first video. The first real video on there was "Welcome back to Geometry Dash," or "We are back to Geometry Dash." It was something like that. Still have that video on my phone to this day. Still take a look back at it every once in a while, and I just absolutely hate that video. Because if you're like me and like you hear the sound of your voice, even if it's like sometime recently, you don't like how it sounds. But so just imagine like 5 years ago what my voice sounded like. Like this is where we're at now. Just imagine 5 years ago, like Chris from 5 years ago. That was bad. So yeah, it was a Geometry Dash video, and at the time, I didn't know. I figured out how to record using the iOS screen recorder that was on the iPod, but I didn't know how to turn on the microphone. So what I had to do was I thought I was like talking, but then I go back to the footage and all the audio's there, just not my voice. So I was like, "Woo, we gotta record audio, or else it's gonna be like, what is he saying? He's not saying anything. It's just Geometry Dash." So what I had to do was I had to get on good old iMovie, and I had to do a nice voiceover for the video. It was great. The voiceover, absolutely awful, because I had to like talk as the video was playing, so I didn't know what to expect next. So I'd be like, "Hey guys, XXMFT Gamer here. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash video. We're back here on Geometry Dash." And then like I would just like randomly get like off topic and just like start talking about like a different part of the video, because it's like, oh wait, okay, so I'm in the like menu select now. Okay, I'm in the avatar select. Okay, now we're getting into Stereo Madness, stuff like that. And that was a video. I don't know if I ever want to like show that publicly. I'm sure it's somewhere. I don't remember if I like put it on like the Chris MC channel or whatever. But yeah, so that was also a video that I absolutely hate, but kind of glad I still have, because I can look back at it and be like, man, I was such a dumb kid on YouTube back then. But then following that, I think I made some like really crappy Minecraft videos or Roblox videos, or I don't even remember what videos I made on that, until I did my first live stream. This was, at the time, I think the channel was at like 17 subscribers, maybe 15. And I did a live stream using, I think I was using my school Chromebook, because YouTube changed it to if you or recording, or if you want to live stream on mobile devices, you had to have 1,000 subs. And I was like, this is stupid, because I always depended on using my iPod to record my videos, so, or live stream even, and I wasn't able to do that anymore. So I was like, okay, if I want to live stream, I need to find a different way. The first thing that came into mind was using my 6th grade school Chromebook. So I did live streams on that. I think I got like 360p with that camera. The camera on that was not good at all. And it was just like, my streams were awful. I think the first one I did was like a start to a survival series. I think it was called like MFD Adventure Survival. And I did like 20 streams on that, which is actually insane, because like looking at it back, like looking back at that now, that was probably like some of the most fun I had with streaming back in the day, that I actually remember, because every other stream I did, I don't remember any of those, besides some of the ones here that were on this channel, because especially like the more recent ones, those ones are pretty memorable to me. But as we get further into the lifespan of the XXMFD Gamer V2 channel, the quality starts dropping. I think around 2018 was when we hit the 1-year anniversary, and I was like, okay, I want to do something a little bit different. So I decided, actually, I think I put this in the Discord server about a couple weeks back. If you remember this, then hey, congrats to you. You're an OG of the XXMFD Gamer channel, and if not, then hey, you might have saw on the Discord, or this is your first time hearing about it. So I did a live stream saying I'm gonna try something new on the channel. This is like late 2018. I think it was like around Christmas time. So I just like started a live stream, and I was like, hey guys, XXMFD Gamer here, and thank you guys so much for 30 subs. Yep, my voice probably was something like that. And I was like, okay, so I want to use these things. So I pull out I think I can actually grab it. Let me try to see if I can grab it real quick. But basically, I have this amazing, that's not the box, I have this amazing Winnie the Pooh plush right here. I still have him too. I was like, okay guys, so I want to use these things right here. I had this one, and then there was like a monkey, I think. I don't remember if the monkey was in it or not. But I was like, I want to use these things, and I want to make videos with them. So this is what started the whole iFat era. That lasted a whopping 2 years, I think, and like maybe 10 videos, maybe 11. All those are uploaded on iFatlot's channel, because, you know, he exists. Anyways, so that started happening, and then we reached 2019, my dark age on YouTube. So 2019 started off pretty normally. My content was still pretty bad, but it wasn't nearly as bad. I was trying, I guess you could say, with videos. I just didn't know how to use iMovie that well during the time. But it started just getting worse from there. So I still like made some. I tried like a Minecraft survival series just by myself. That never blew up or anything. That never did well. I only made like 1 or 2 episodes of that. And then I started making, like, preparing for a Smash Bros. Tournament videos. So basically, 2019, my 2 friends, Nine Fresh and the Bad Player, or T-Bone, I don't remember what his name are. You might see them later on, like in future episodes of the podcast. We're playing some things. Anyways, they're like, hey, so we just got a Switch, and we got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Do you want to do a Smash Bros. Tournament for our channels? Because at the time, those 2 were also kind of making videos, because I was like, hey guys, you guys should like try YouTube. It's a lot of fun, and it's just great. But so they're like, you want to do a Smash Bros. Tournament for our channels? And I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? But of course, there had to be stakes in there. None of us have face revealed at the time. At the time, we were all anonymous. You only knew voices, no faces, nothing like that. And it was like March that year. They got their Switch, and we started talking about this tournament. So it was me, His name I think was. We'll just do Nine Fresh. I don't remember his name at the time. Super Sea Doggo 53. That's T-Bone or the bad player, and then our friend Trexbot. He was also in there too. He doesn't make videos anymore. None of them do, anyways. Um, and then one of their friends, we call him Mini Beast. That's what his name was. We did a tournament, and whoever lost out of the four of us, not Mini Beast, because Mini Beast, he didn't have a YouTube channel, I don't think. But whoever lost out of all of us had to face reveal, because none of us showed our faces. None of us were like, I want to actually show my face on YouTube. So I started training using Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS, because at the time I didn't have a Switch yet. I didn't get a Switch till October of 2019, I think. And I was training using Smash Bros. For the 3DS, and I didn't do too well. To this day, I'm still not good at Smash, but back then it was worse. And after that whole training section, that whole training era, whatever, I think I made 3 videos of training for Super Smash Bros. Tournament. We finally had the day of the tournament. That day was a dark day for the XX Invented Gamer channel. On that day, I think I uploaded 21 videos. I don't know how, but 5 of them were the different tournament rounds, because I recorded all the tournament rounds and I put them on my channel. And then the other 15 were just random videos. So I think at the time, it was around the time in between the training and the actual tournament. Me and my friend Trexbot, we were having beef, right? I don't know what it was. I don't remember what it was, but we were having beef about something to do with I think it was about my content being trash, and I mean, to this day I agree with him there. But at the time I was like, my content isn't bad. And then I don't remember exactly what it was, but he started saying stuff about my friend Fresh's videos being bad, and I made a whole 14-minute exposed video on him, and that was fun. I just dropped my cap. And then it was the day of the tournament, and I was like, "Hey guys, look, it's Trexbot." I think he face revealed already. So if he lost, he wouldn't have had a face reveal. But I was like, "Are you ready? Are you ready to lose, Trex?" And he was like, "No, I'm gonna beat you" in that video. And then that was a video. And then I ran in circles for 40 seconds with Rocco, who is Fresh's and T-Bone's dog. And then the other videos, I don't even remember. But then I ended up somehow, because of Mewtwo's amazing teleporting up special, and Trex being a Trex bot, literally using a bot, using Rob, spamming the stupid laser, I ended up losing it because there's 5 of us, so 2 of us had to fight the first round, and then the other 4 had to fight the rest until the final round. But I ended up losing, so I had to end up face revealing. Just keep that in mind for later. And I think Fresh ended up winning, and he said if he won, he was going to face reveal as well. So he just did his face reveal hey guys, I'm Fresh. And that was it. But me, little old Chris over here was like, face reveal? Maybe I could stretch this out a bit. And I did just that. After that tournament, I was like, okay, it's July. I want to do this face reveal in September. But I need to milk the crap out of this face reveal art, because I need to get views on this channel. So I made 5 different videos talking about the face reveal. And I was wearing this ninja mask. I call it the clickbait mask because at the time I was using it basically to clickbait about the face reveal. I will admit, I was a clickbaiter back in the day. And that was quite something. At the time as well, there was also this channel that was called Maximal. I just needed to talk about this because this was a big part of my YouTube career right here. So Maximal was this guy that was commenting on me and at the time was my girlfriend. XX Moonflame was her name at the time, I think. Um, we're both content creators. She did animations and still does. I think I made crappy Minecraft videos and all that stuff at the time. But he was saying stuff like that, like we don't ever see each other, so it's like not a good relationship or stuff like that. And there was a whole like exposed video on Maximal that I made on the XX Gamer channel around the time of the whole clickbait, and I was like, Maximal, I'm gonna figure out who you are, and I'm gonna expose the crap out of you when I find out who you are. So then, fast forward, it's about August, I think, around the end of August, closer to the face reveal. I figure out who Maximal is. So I'm just talking to my friend Fresh on Discord, right? And I'm trying to figure out who this Maximal guy is. And he was like, yeah, this Maximal guy, I have no idea who he is. So I randomly like clicked on Fresh's profile, and wouldn't you guess it, Maximal was under his connections. So if you use Discord, you know that if you like attach your Twitter account, your Twitch account, YouTube account, stuff like that, it could show up on your like connections tab, so that people can like find those profiles and subscribe to you, follow you on Twitter, whatever. Fresh at the time had the Maximal account attached to that. Later on, he did say that it was like a clue to figure, so I can like figure out who Maximal was. And after like I saw that, I was so mad at him. I was like, seriously, dude, it was you. You were the Maximal guy, and it turned out the whole backstory to Maximal was that him and his friend Smitney, he doesn't exist. I haven't even talked to that guy in years. They were bored one day, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to mess with Chris?" Or Smitney was like, "Hey, do you want to mess with Chris?" And my friend Fresh, he was like, "Sure, why not?" So they created this Maximal account to just troll me, and it was so funny looking back at it now, but at the time, I was so mad. So after I figured out that day, about 30 minutes later, on my channel, you would get a nice notification about Maximal exposed, the true identity of Maximal, or something like that. And it was just me talking for like 15 minutes about, hey, I figured out who Maximal is. It ended up being my best, or one of my best friends. So if you want me to take down this video Fresh, what you need to do is you need to make a video on your channel being like, hey guys, I'm Maximal. I apologize. You know, all that fun YouTube apology stuff. And he ended up doing that. I took down the video, and just looking back at it, I just think the whole situation is funny. I at the time it wasn't, but like it was like it's such a meme at this point. So then, fast forward, I finally faced review. I think it was like August 26, 2019 was the official XX MFD Gamer face reveal. I face revealed before in my original channel, but I never did until then, like where I am now, until that day. So that ended up happening that day. I was on a call, Xbox party call with my friend Fresh, and every time that I lost a round of PvP against him, I built like this arena and stuff, I would have to spin a wheel, and whatever the wheel landed on is like what I started revealing. So I had like this Darth Vader mask on, I had the clickbait mask on, I had sunglasses, and like that was it, and also a hood to like cover up my hair. So every time I died, I think the first time it was like mouth reveal. So I took off the Darth Vader mask, and I had like my little mask thing up, so like it was like my mouth, like so it was like that, and it was just like my mouth showing, and I was like, yay, I can finally breathe. And then I think it ended up going to eye reveal, so I took off the sunglasses, and then nose reveal, which showed like this whole part right here, and then it finally landed on face reveal. So then I was like, you know what would be funny? Big toe reveal. I'm so glad that video it doesn't exist, because, you know, there's people out there, weird people. No offense if you're one of them, by the way. But people that like feet. So like looking back at that, I was like, okay, that was kind of sus. And then I found my face revealed, and boom, here we are. XXMFT Gamer finally has a face. And then I don't remember literally anything that happened after that for the XXMFT Gamer channel. All I know is I think I made a few, like the last, no, it wasn't. It was one of the last times I ever played Roblox. I made a few videos where I like call it out like clickbaiters or whatever. And then we fast forward to the famous day of 2020. It was like April something. That might sound familiar to some of you guys if you stuck to this channel for since the beginning. That was when I uploaded my first ever video. I think it was like a Mario Maker 2 video because it was like around the time, I think it was like a little bit after Mario Maker 2 released. No, I think Mario Maker released in 2019, Mario Maker 2. But I made a video, and I think it was like, I was so close, and it was like a, like I was playing like a level of Mario Maker, and like I made it so close to the end, and I was like, I want to upload this to my like a Nintendo channel. I don't want it to be my main channel. So I created a new channel. Actually, I didn't create it. The XXMFD, the Christendo channel, before the origin of this channel, it was me and XX Moon Flames combined channel back in 2018. It was called XXMFD Moon. We only ever made one video for it, which was called "We Got Married in Roblox," and that video still haunts me to this day. When I go back to my like first videos, to like, you know, if I want to private any videos or unlist any videos, that's the first video that is ever posted, so I always see that if I go down to like my first ever videos and I want to delete it, but I just can't get myself to do that, or else I'm just gonna regret it because it's a piece of history. Yeah, anyways, I started making videos for this Christendo channel. Like, no one knew who I was at the time. I didn't have a voice, I didn't have anything. It was just Mario Maker gameplay for a few videos. At the time, XXMFT Gamer, I had a video that like, I don't remember what it was. I think it was like something to do with like Nixter v Roblox and like the live chicken or something. I don't even remember. But that hit 200 subs, and then after that video, no one watched my channel. So that channel was basically dead at the time. And I tried so many times to try to revive it. I tried like starting like New Year's of 2019 or 2020, I guess. The first video I uploaded and released exactly on midnight was like, what's the least amount of points possible to beat Super Mario Bros. 1? And that video didn't do well. I tried other videos like starting a Minecraft series or whatnot. Those didn't do well. So like at the time, I said on the XXMFT Gamer channel, I'm going to be taking a break from YouTube and I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. And I did that for a few months. But in all reality, I didn't really take that long of a break from YouTube. I took like 3 weeks break, and then Christendo started. And then around the time, you guys might remember, because this was like during lockdown, there was the Super Mario, the 3D remaster rumors. I came across the Switch Stop channel through that. Also, like Nintendo Land, I think Switch Force as well. Though, like I found some pretty good channels, Odyssey Central, I think, as well in there. That's how I found those channels, was through the 3D remaster rumors. So I was like, you know, these are some pretty interesting videos. I want to make one myself. So the first one I ever made was, with my voice for this channel, was Super Mario 3D World is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Here's why. And the reasons I gave were Mario Maker 2 had the Super Mario 3D World like game mode in there, so it wouldn't make sense for like it not to come to Switch, and it had like extra things that were added for Mario Maker 2. There was also the fact that Captain Toad Treasure Tracker was on the Nintendo Switch, and it made no sense to have a, like, I guess, a spin-off of a game on the Switch and not that. And then there's the remasters, and then I think there was like also a Best Buy like listing that had Super Mario 3D World on it. I think that also happened like with Skyward Sword as well back in 2020. But that was like really what started kicking off Christendo. I think from that video I gained like 10, 15 subs on the channel. Um, and from there I started making more videos. There's like stuff about like the Nintendo Direct leaks that were happening that ended up being the partner showcases. After like the first two partner showcases, I think the June and July one, um, I made a video like a rant about the Nintendo Direct mini partner showcases in 2020. Those were kind of a mess. No one liked them. And we weren't getting any first party details except for if it was being shadow dropped on Twitter. And then like in that video, I said I was gonna stop like covering like leaks and rumors and stuff, and I'm still doing that. And there's a few other videos in there. I think my first attempt ever of playing every Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track was a stream that happened on the channel back in those days. And I also did a like remaking like 1-1s from past Mario games. Like I was doing like a series. I was like streaming every day because I had like a lot of time during lockdown to make videos because nothing for school was being graded. The assignments I were getting were really easy because like they're like, okay, we're gonna be coming back next week. We're gonna be coming back the next week, and it just kept getting pushed back, and eventually it was like, we're not coming back this year. So I had a lot of time on my hands. I was like, I want to make videos for this channel, and I left XXMT Gamer behind. That was like my channel for uploading really stupid videos. If I felt like recording random things and putting it on YouTube, that was the channel. So Christendo started, I think, blowing up a bit. By the time that we got to I think by the time we hit like June, the channel was at 25 subs, which I thought was like growing fast, because it was like 3 months at the time, like no, 2 months into the channel's life, and we were at 25 subs, and I was just like, man, making Nintendo videos is fun, because like I wanted to do that for the longest time, but I like never knew like what to make until like the remasters. So then we hit a point where I don't even know what I'm saying here. Where was I? Frick. So we're at a point where we finally hit like I think September, which is when the Mario Direct happens. So the 3D remasters ended up not being remasters, instead just like emulated ports for the Switch, with Galaxy getting becoming an HD. I think Sunshine got HD as well in widescreen, and then we got the Shindu version of Super Mario 64, and that was basically it for that. And then we also got 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and there was a lot of speculation on what that could be at the time. That was a fun time to be on YouTube. And then there was Mario Bros. 35. I don't think I made a reaction video to the 3D to the Direct, because like I just wanted to watch that. But then fast forward to the Steve reveal. I didn't make a reaction video in that either because I was in biology class. Funny story with that, by the way. I think that's gonna be saved for another podcast. But I uploaded the Steve Smash reveal trailer to my channel, I think. I don't know if it's still up or not, but I wanted to try to get some views because like a lot of people were like uploading the Smash Bros. Reveal trailers on there. And the Steve one was one that like was really mind-blowing to me. Like I was like, holy crap, it's Steve. But then after the 3D remaster is released in September, I made a video about like me and Foltrex was his name at the time. He's a Roblox commentary YouTuber. Goes by the name Pindrex now. At the time, still now, he uses the TTS voice because he doesn't want to use his voice on YouTube. But anyways, we made a collab. That was like my first collab here on YouTube, where I like had points that I wanted him to like give his opinion on, and then I would give mine. And we talked about like what we thought of about the 3D All Stars collection, what like if we think DLC could come, and stuff like that. And then like following that video, I made a video like exclusive about like what could DLC looked like for the 3D remasters, which included all three of them, or the 3D All Stars and Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. And then we get to a point, we hit 2021. Actually, no. So I go back to, it's September as well. It was either August or September. XX Minty Gamer, dead. I was like, okay, I need to do something with this channel. So I rebranded it to Chaos. I made one video on there. And then I was just like, you know what? This channel's not getting views. So I just created a new channel and called it Chaos. And over there, I made commentary videos. The commentary videos were probably my... They got me to where I am today. But commentary video, like that community, I'm not like trying to offend anyone that's maybe in that community, but that community is like one of the most toxic communities on the internet. I was a part of it for like a couple months, and it was just such a toxic community. Like the people that are just in it, they like drama, and I was like making videos about internet drama and stuff, and I did not like looking back at it. I'm glad I stopped with that because I really don't want to be associated with that kind of stuff. But we get to Chaos, make a few videos there. Most of it is stuff about internet drama. My most popular one on that channel was like an exposing the Roblox YouTuber Zeph Plays for scummy stuff he did, and to this day still doing. That's for a different time. And then eventually, I think I rebranded that channel to ChrisMC. After doing a few Minecraft videos on there, 2021, I rebranded that to ChrisMC. Then 2022, it's dead. I made some pretty good videos on ChrisMC though. That's where I actually made my first video with the PC I have right now. It was the future features coming to Minecraft. Future Minecraft features, something like that video. It was the first video I ever used using Vegas Pro. And I mean, it's not as good as these videos, but I still think it's still pretty well made. But Christendo. Let's go back to Christendo. 2021, early 2021. After Super Mario 3D World released for the Switch in February, I made a few videos. I made one, the secret one-ups that are in one of the 3D world levels. I think it was like the Spike's Lost City world, level, if you know what I'm talking about. And then I also did a video where I collected every green star in World 1 of Super Mario 3D World without using power-ups. And I still think that idea is pretty interesting. I might come back to that one day. And after that, Christendo just died. I didn't make any videos on Christendo for like a whole year. So if you were a Christendo fan at the time, I don't even know what I was thinking at the time. Like I made like the 3D World videos, and then I was like planning on making more, but then I just stopped. And even over on ChrisMC, there was like a 10-month gap between like videos, and I just didn't make YouTube videos for a long time. I streamed on Twitch for a bit, but that was it. At that time, I just like stopped doing YouTube. Just like no explanation, nothing, just stopped. And then we get to 2022. No, okay, 2020. No, we already talked. No, yeah, 2022. So I think it was like February or January this year. I started actually making videos for this channel again. Also, it was like no, it was March because it was March. So I made a video. Some of you might remember this. This is like the revival of the Christendo channel. It was the video where I gave my review on the first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. I still think that video is pretty good. And it was unscripted too, like just a little bit of like like behind the scenes with that. For any of those videos, the first wave and the second wave, those were completely unscripted. I'd play the tracks, like after I play like a couple rounds of the tracks, I'd give my opinion on that track, edit that part, and then I would go on to the next part. So like it was all different takes and stuff, which is why like in the video you can see like the background change a bit, like the shirt I'm wearing changed a little bit, stuff like that. And then that was like what started like bringing back Christendo. Like after that video, I hit like 50 subs. I made there's like a 3 month gap between that video, and then I made my collab with Nintendo and Crazy Tendo, where we made the tier list of the MCU like movies and shows up to that point, where we said that we hoped that um, Thor: Love and Thunder was gonna be a good movie, but we know how that turned out. And then from there, I just like the channel started doing pretty well. So I was like, okay, I can't be making two videos on, or I can't be making videos on two different channels. So we had Chris MC over here. We have Chris MC over here. Didn't make a video on it since March. The last video I made on it was when the Minecraft movie was supposed to release. I went to my local movie theater, asked them if they had tickets to the Minecraft movie, and then I proceeded to rant about how the Batman stole the Minecraft movie spot. And I still think that vlog is pretty funny. And I think it has like 700 views right now. And then we get to Christendo, that is doing really well. I'm making videos on there, and I just like am finally back into the Nintendo content creation community, and it was a lot of fun. So I was like, okay, I need to come up with an idea. Which channel am I going to do videos on? Which one am I going to dedicate my time to? So then I made the Christendo update video. I think it's unlisted now. That I talked about how I'm going to be starting to make Nintendo and non-Nintendo videos here on Christendo, which aged very well because I only made one non-Nintendo video ever since I started moving primarily just to Christendo. But after that, I made that collab, and then we got to the predicting E3 for 2022. Nintendo Direct. I mean, E3 didn't happen, neither did that Direct, but a lot of the things that I said or predicted, like Splatoon 3, the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 trailers happening. Two of those games actually ended up getting full Nintendo Directs dedicated to them, which I think was pretty funny. And then the Mario Strikers update with Daisy, and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. That didn't happen till like August though. So I predicted some things that were in there. There was no 2D Mario, there was no 3D Donkey Kong, and no Metroid Prime Trilogy. Anyways, rant aside. Then we get to, I'm not gonna go over every video that I've made since, but that video started blowing up. Then we what was the video? I don't even remember. And then I think I made like it was the prediction video. It was the prediction video for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. That video hit 2,000 subs. I was like, dang, okay, we're finally blowing up now. And at the time, actually, it was like when Mario Strikers Battle Week came out. That's when I finally hit 100 subs on the channel. I was streaming with Kagan. We streamed for a total of, like, I streamed with him for a total of 10 hours that weekend. It was a lot of fun, but looking back at it, Mario Strikers Battle Week isn't that good of a game. It suffers through the same fate as Nintendo Switch Sports, which I completely forgot to mention this earlier. February, when that online playtest was happening, I streamed it. Nintendo said, don't stream it, or else we'll take down your your videos or whatever about it. We don't want any online, like, public footage of it. But I streamed it anyways, calling it a, like, totally Wii Sports stream. And that was a lot of fun. And then I also did, like, the redo of the Mario Kart, all Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks before the DLC came out back in March or February. And that stream took 4 hours because I had to play stupid Dry Desert, was it, from GameCube, from Double Dash. I had to play that 5 times. And then we finally get to the point where we are now, where first we did another collab for Nintendo's channel, the Super Mario 3D World Manhunt. Hugely inspired by Switch Stop again. Thanks for the inspiration for a lot of my videos and for basically the Nintentrio's videos, especially that one. and I ended up losing that. Definitely go check out that video if you haven't yet. It's over on Nintendo's channel. It was a lot of fun to make. It was like 4 a.m. when I went to bed at midnight that night, and then I woke up at 4 a.m. to do this video with those two. So for my sake, go watch that video if you haven't yet. But we got to the point where we finally made a video that did really well. After the Fishy on Me cover, of course, and eating a sock for Splatoon 3. As you guys might remember, as you guys probably know, I made a video like a month ago at this point, as of me recording this. It was like one of the last videos I made for the summer before content creation completely slowed down. I made a video called what Mario Kart track has been remade the most. In that video, as of the time I'm recording it, it's at like 21,000 views, which is absolutely insane, guys. Like, you guys are crazy. I enjoy, I love the support that you guys gave that video. It took a lot of time to do, because I had to also get like, I think I took like a total of 11 hours of recording literally every Mario Kart track ever for that video. So I'm glad that that video ended up paying off. And we finally hit 500 subs. And I was like, okay, what kind of video? Well, okay. We gotta go backtrack a bit. Before I made that video, about like a week, 2 weeks before I made that video, I think it was like August 17th or 18th, Christendo got hacked and the channel got deleted. This was like such a scary time for me, because like I was like really, I was finally enjoying making YouTube videos for like actually making them for the first time consistently, and for the channel to have been hacked at the time, I think we had like 100 subs. Yeah, 100 subs. Losing all that was sad, because like the week before as well, the Discord server, like the original Discord server got hacked, or my Discord account got hacked, and my Discord servers all got deleted that I was like the owner of. So we have Discord 2.0 now. So Christendo got hacked, and I was just like, I was just watching YouTube on my PC at the time. I was signed into the Christendo account, and then I just get randomly signed out because I guess the password was changed on this account. So I'm like, what happened? And then I get a notification on my phone saying there was a new login on a Mac on my on the Christendo account, and I was like, okay, this doesn't seem right. I never got a location for it, I don't think. And then I tried logging back into the Christendo account, and I just couldn't access it. There was no way I was able to access it. I tried like seeing if like maybe changing the password or something would work, and the account that was connected to it, that email was also changed, so I had no access to that account. So I was just like scared. I was like, what is going on? I have no idea what is going on. And then about an hour after being hacked, Christendo got deleted, and then the email shortly after Christendo got deleted, the email attached to that account was also deleted. So I completely lost that email. Don't have it anymore. Christendo's now a brand account, so that's good. But ever since that happened, I was like, okay, I need to get in contact with YouTube support. So I contacted YouTube support, and then I think the day after, or like a couple days after, Thomas from Switch Stop is like, hey man, I know how it feels to lose your channel and getting it hacked, because the same thing happened to them, and it was 2020 or 2021. Their channel got hacked as well, and they had to make if they wanted to release videos, they had to release it on the Nintendo Tonight YouTube channel until they got it back, and it was hacked by some like cryptocurrency like scam or whatever. So their channel got terminated. That's not my story. Man, so I talked to Thomas a bit. He's like, tag at you Team YouTube and tell them that your account got hacked. And he told me that the whole process, like for them, was also painful. So I want to thank him if he ever watches this, or any of the Switch Stop team ever watch this. I want to thank you guys so much for helping me get this channel back. because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. But I finally got the channel back about a week later. All the videos were restored. All the videos, if the hackers ever made any, were deleted, thankfully. And we finally have full access to the Christendo channel again, which is great. And then I released that Mario Kart most remade track video, blows up. And then I was like, okay, we're back to where we were before. I got completely sidetracked. I was like, okay, what kind of videos do I make after this one blows the hell up? 20,000 views was insane. So I start recording. I do like an hour of recording for about like 5 different videos, 5 to 7. And I was just like, these videos don't seem like the type of videos that are gonna do well. I did one where I think I was gonna like try to figure out the least amount of jumps that are required for Super Mario 64. I might do that video. I don't know for sure. And then another one was like, I'm actually not gonna say that one because I might make that one, and I don't want anyone to steal my ideas. But that video, I like started writing the script for it. I have like the whole like idea like figured out for that one, and I just like made the intro, and that was it. And then I was like, what if like what kind of kingdoms I want to see in Mario Odyssey 2? Then Switch Stop ended up doing, what if Mario Odyssey had 50 more kingdoms? And I was like, okay, well, I can't do this video, so I'll be looked at as like copying Switch Stop, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want a bad reputation in that community, because I'm a very active member in that community, I would say that. And then I came up with the idea of what's going to be the sub special. I actually just, a couple hours ago, as of me recording this, I announced it, that Nintendo Direct Wii Showcase that is released, or was released on my birthday, 17th birthday. That video was what I came up with for the 500 sub special, because I was like, okay, I need a 500 sub special. And I was gonna like start on it sooner, but then I got sick. Like I felt like crap. I had no like energy to do anything YouTube related. So I mean that's kind of the reason why I haven't made videos on the channel for a while. But so that's coming soon. And basically that's kind of like wrapping up my story here on YouTube. I know the story was a lot longer than I thought it would have taken to make. I hope that it wasn't too much ranting about certain things. I'm kind of new to this whole podcast thing, so hopefully episodes get better from here. But yeah, that's gonna end that section of the podcast. Next is the Mario movie. That trailer released a couple days ago. As of me recording it, it's October 8th, and the Mario movie trailer released October 6th. And honestly, I'm kind of hyped for the movie. I was actually like talking in Switch Top Discord. I keep mentioning this Discord. It's like, why? Like, Chris, stop. Yeah, we're talking about it in that Discord, and a lot of us, besides a few individuals who wanted to just have hot takes. Like, yeah, this actually looks like it's gonna be a good movie, and honestly, I'm really hyped. So, the trailer, it didn't show off much yet. We got maybe an opening cutscene for the opening scene for the movie, which starts off with Bowser coming to attack this like penguin ice kingdom, and the fact that there was that like the penguins from Super Mario 64 in there, I loved it. They better have a scene of someone throwing a penguin off the cliff. Like that has to happen. If not, then it's a missed potential. Yeah, the trailer opens up with that, and then we get to the time where we finally hear Kamek. I don't remember who voices Kamek. Please let me know in the comments if you're listening this far. I don't remember the name. It was like, no, it wasn't. Was it Michael? It was. I think it might have been Michael something. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, Kamek Kamek's voice, like I knew it was gonna be nerdy, like kind of like nerdy and whatever. But like when I heard it for the first time, I just laughed. I don't know what it was about it. But like, looking back at it, it's like, yeah, that makes sense for Kamek's voice. Like if Kamek had a voice, that would be Kamek's voice. I laughed at that. And then seeing Bowser, voiced by Jack Black for the first time. Bowser actually looks like he's gonna be a menacing villain, which I really, really do like about this movie. I was really scared that it was gonna be like generic Mario, where Bowser come kidnap princess and Mario kill Bowser, that kind of plot. Well, I would say there's gonna be like more to that, which I'm more than happy to see. But yeah, Jack Black though, he definitely stole the show in that trailer. Jack Black is such a good Bowser. Like Jack Black could do like anything, I think, but like he just fits the role of Bowser so well. I was saying if there's gonna be any character that like does like or any like cast member that does their role well, it's gonna be Jack Black. Like I was saying that since the cast was revealed last year, and boy did he steal the show. I'm really looking forward to seeing more from Jack Black with Bowser. Yeah. The trailer itself honestly looks like it looked really pleasing. Very pleasing to look at, like aesthetically. The atmosphere of like the whole Mushroom Kingdom or whatever. I really like how it looks. The like Peach's castle, like we got a small glimpse of that at the end. With it like looks like the Super Mario Odyssey one, but just like more pink, which is a pretty cool like Easter egg. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the trailer too. I think one is like the Paper Mario like looking Bowser Fortress, that was cool. The Power Stars from Super Mario 64, that's a cool reference. The penguins. Overall, the trailer was really good. Character wise, I think 2 out of 3 of like the main characters that we've seen so far have been casted perfectly. Keegan Michael Key did a really good job with Toad. Like when I like originally saw the with the cast list, I was like, I don't even know who this guy is. But like after hearing his Toad, he has the Toad energy, which I'm really happy about. But it doesn't have the high pitched like screechy voice Toad has, which was like it would have been funny to see that in the movie, but that would have just been annoying for an hour and a half to however like 2 hour long movie. So I'm glad they did what they did. The only problem I have with the casting right now is unsurprisingly Chris Pratt. Everyone has been saying this, so I'm gonna keep it short. But Chris Pratt just sounds like Chris Pratt. Every movie that he's in, whether it be Jurassic World, the Lego Movie, any of the Guardians movies, he sounds the same, which really, I don't really like it. Like you can't really distinct his character from any project he's in, and he has like a small, maybe Brooklyn accent in the movie, but like you can really definitely tell it's Chris Pratt. Just Chris Pratt. So it's gonna take some time to get used to. Especially since like we've been used to hearing Charles Martinet voicing Mario since Super Mario 64, maybe, or was it like Hotel Mario? I don't remember. It was one of those 2 games. But it's gonna take a lot of time to get used to, especially since he just sounds like Chris Pratt. It just doesn't sound right. But other than that, honestly, the trailer was really good. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section or in the Discord server in the ChrisCast discussion channel or chat. Yeah, honestly, besides that, there's not really much to talk about besides the little bit that we heard of what's his name? Luigi's voice actor. I knew it. It's not Charlie something, is it? It sounds what we got from him though. It sounds like he's gonna be good. I mean, he has an Italian background, so I'm expecting good things from him. I'm hoping for good things from him, and I think he's gonna be a good voice actor. I think at least it's good to have at least one of the Mario Bros have a good voice actor that fits their role. But we haven't seen Peach yet, which I have no idea. I don't even remember who is casted as Peach. Like that was the person that I never heard of. I am looking forward to seeing Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. I think that's gonna be funny. I'm looking forward to seeing Cranky Kong, and I'm curious to see what Spike's role in this movie is gonna be. Because if you remember, they said that Spike was gonna be in the movie, and that's an interesting pick of a character. With that out of the way, it's time, I think, where we get to the Q&A section of the podcast. So basically, I'm going to be answering some of your questions that you guys gave me in the community post that I did like last week, where I asked you guys to give me some questions to answer in the first ever episode. So the first one, it comes in from GameBlock, and he asked, do you think Nintendo will ever make a new 2D Mario game? So, I don't know if you guys have been like keeping up with rumors or stuff. Apparently there is like a new 2D Mario that's like being made right now. They haven't said anything about it yet from Nintendo, but apparently it's gonna have like, it's not gonna be a new Super Mario Bros. Game, which I am more than happy about. And apparently it's gonna have like a whole different art style. I don't remember anything specifically that was said about the art style. But like the fact that there's like rumors going around about a new 2D Mario game has me like hopeful that we might get a new one. But honestly, at this point, if they're gonna make a new 2D Mario game, I think they're just gonna like port over New Super Mario Bros. Wii to the Switch. Because I think that they're just like focusing right now on 3D Mario's with, you know, how much 3D Mario we have on the Switch right now with Odyssey, the 3D All Stars, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. We have a lot of 3D Mario right now. So I'm hopeful that they're making a 3D Mario. If they do, I will be more than happy about that. But if they don't, then sadly, 2D Mario is a thing of the past. The next question comes in from Danimal Lover, where she asks, when am I going to be on ChrisCast? Actually, that is a good question. ChrisCast, I am actually kind of looking for a co-host. So if you want to be featured in an episode, just hit me up. Just like comment on here, message me on Discord, join the Discord server. It'll be a lot easier to get in contact with me there. And we could set up a time for anyone, basically. If you want to be on the podcast, I'd be more than happy to, you know, have a co-host. But your real question is, why do you think Nintendo keeps making games with little content at launch like Switch Sports and Mario Strikers? So I was actually going to make like a kind of video on Nintendo Switch Sports before all the files got corrupted for that video, where I was going to go over like all the different game modes and why it's like why it's the most forgotten Nintendo Switch game, because I feel like it is. And just like all these Nintendo Switch like sports games, all of them that have been released with very little content. Like take a look at Mario Tennis Aces. When that released, they gave it like free updates with free DLC after it launched, because it launched with such little content. Mario Golf Super Rush, that came out with very little content, and it just finished. It finally hit its full release this year. And then you look at Mario Strikers Battle League with its whopping 10 characters at launch. Or was it 8? It was 8 or 10. And like 3 different battle modes and like 6 different pieces of gear. And Nintendo just keeps doing this with their Switch games. I don't know why. I feel like the reason is they want to get out like one Mario sports game a year or something, like at this point, because we got Golf Super Rush last year, and we got Strikers this year, Strikers Battle League this year. So I think that might be part of it. But I also think like with Switch Sports, there's like a whole lot of nostalgia for Wii Sports, and they wanted to. And I think there might have been like talks around the time that it was revealed that people wanted to see a Wii Sports port on the Nintendo Switch, and I think Nintendo's just living off nostalgia for a lot of these sports titles, because Mario Strikers Charge was the last Mario Strikers game before this game, and then Wii Sports was also like one of their best selling games on the Wii, because it came with every Wii, so that also has a lot of nostalgia in there. But I feel like the reason of making all these like half-baked Switch games and releasing them early, I feel like it's a Nintendo problem. I don't think it's the developer problem, because Nintendo has deadlines that they want their games to be released, and if they're not released like ready, Nintendo's gonna be like, okay, we'll just add free DLC later. And I think that's just a Nintendo thing. Like, Nintendo is what really started the whole like releasing games unfinished trend, and I don't like it. But to answer your question, I think it's a whole developer Nintendo thing with them wanting to release games so that they can get money from them and I guess put their resources elsewhere. But the final one, it comes in from what is a Nintendo game I want to see in 2023. So obviously we're gonna get the obvious one, the game that I'm most excited for so far in 2023. I am most excited for Legend of Zelda not Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom. That's what it's called. That name is gonna take some time to get used to, but that one, I feel like that one is gonna be a very good Nintendo Switch game. Hopefully, I didn't just jinx us here. That's the one I'm excited for next year. But like one I want to see, honestly, back to the 2D Mario that we just like answered a couple that we just answered a little bit ago. I want to see a 2D Mario. It's been well over a decade since the last mainline 2D Mario game with New Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U. I mean, if you count New Super Luigi U, that was like 2013, in the year Luigi. But it's been way too long since we got our last 2D Mario game. So I want to see a new 2D Mario game. I don't want it to be a new Super Mario Bros. Game. I want it to be something unique. They've had 10 years to come up with something different. So when they finally show us a new 2D Mario game, I am very confident it's not going to be a new Super Mario Bros. Game. I think they finally decided to ditch that series because we haven't gotten a new one for the Switch, and they ported new U Deluxe or U to the Switch with U Deluxe. But if that doesn't happen next year, I want to see a 3D Mario. I don't know if it's gonna be Mario Odyssey 2 or if they're gonna go with something different. I just think a new 3D Mario would be kind of cool to see. Sure, we just got a new one back in 2021 with Bowser's Fury, but I think that was just them like testing an open world Mario. So maybe we'll see an open world Mario next year. If not those two, if not Mario, I want to finally see Metroid Prime 4. That game has been in development hell for so long. They need to like finally tell us some information about it. I don't think it's gonna be coming in 2023. I think a Metroid Prime Trilogy HD is gonna be coming in 2023. I think that would be a good way to like bring back the hype for Metroid Prime 4. They'll show that off next year and like give it a release date of 2024. Release Metroid Prime 3 next year, or Metroid Prime HD or Trilogy HD next year. I would be more than happy to give that one a try because I've wanted to play the Metroid Prime games, but I just don't feel like emulating them. But yeah, that's it for the Q&A section. Honestly, that's probably gonna be it for the podcast. Let me know what like kind of sections you guys want to see in future podcast. Again, I'm gonna try to make the podcast better as we go. If you stuck through the whole podcast episode, thanks a lot. This is Christendo, signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your guys' day. Peace.